My speech is over My Lai, which was a huge turning point for America during the Vietnam War. During the My Lai massacre, many Vietnamese civilians were brutally murdered. Lieutenant William Calley went to court and was tried for these horrific war crimes. He was given life in prison, but he only served 3 years. Here's a picture of Lieutenant William Calley, and this was published in Time magazine in 1971. On March 16, 1968, Lieutenant Calley ordered a platoon to My Lai on a search and destroy mission. So many people were slaughtered that day that we still aren't sure exactly how many actually died. It then became a question, which was worse, the massacre or the cover-up? The American soldiers who did not participate in My Lai were so shocked and disgusted, and they didn't know how to reason or react to anything that had happened. The cover-up began on the day of the killings, but it wasn't until 1969 that the massacre became public. It was when a young man admitted on public television that he was involved in the killings. False reports were filed, and many lies were told. But this young man, he was an Army photographer, his name was Ron Haberly, he had captured the shocking pictures that would break America's heart in ways that it had never experienced before. He was the only one with proof of what had actually happened and the brutality that was forced upon many women, some pregnant, and children. At first, reports were made that these soldiers should be congratulated for a day-long battle that involved killing communists. But in reality, these were innocent people, children, elderly, women, and very hard-working men. The attempt of this cover-up only lasted 18 months, up until Haberly, of course, admitted everything. The actions that were took affected America as well as Vietnam and their views on the war. This is a picture of some Vietnamese civilians who were murdered by American soldiers for no reason. And this was published in Ohio's newspaper in 1969. Just the fact that these soldiers would commit such a crime that they would have to be tried for as well as get away with was unthinkable. Soldiers shooting unarmed civilians caused a stir of disgust towards them immediately. It sent shockwaves in the U.S. political establishment, the military's chain of command, and an already divided American republic. Although it is argued that the massacre was provoked from incident involving American soldiers, booby traps, and mines, which ended in death and injury, it is still no excuse to go in and slaughter these innocent civilians. The brutality of this awful crime was revealed to us on public television, and you can only imagine how embarrassed America was to see such a horrible attitude coming from our soldiers. They immediately wanted out and wanted to stop the war. America is supposed to be portrayed as the free and the brave.